spending time each day playing brain training games on your phone or tablet? Crosswords, Sudoku, spot the difference. Matching games. The market for apps and games promising to make you smarter, improve your memory, and fight off dementia is booming. But are those claims actually true? Does spending hours on these games genuinely make a lasting difference to your real-world brain health? Warning, the truth might be disappointing. Most commercially advertised brain games primarily make you better at playing those specific games, with little real-world benefit. However, don't give up just yet. There are specific types of cognitive training grounded in solid neuroscience that have shown potential to improve core thinking skills and build brain resilience. Today, we'll debunk the myths surrounding brain games and reveal the methods that actually work based on science, so you can invest your time wisely. The appeal of brain training apps is understandable. We all want to keep our minds sharp as we age, to do everything possible to combat the specter of memory decline and Alzheimer's disease. Marketers have tapped into this fear and desire effectively, offering countless products with enticing promises of rejuvenating your brain or boosting your IQ with just a few minutes of gameplay daily. The problem is, the vast majority of these claims are not backed by rigorous, independent scientific studies demonstrating significant, transferable benefits to everyday life. Why do most common brain games fail to deliver on their promises? The main reason lies in a concept called the transfer effect. When you practice a specific game, like standard Sudoku, you undoubtedly get better at solving Sudoku puzzles. Your brain learns the rules, recognizes patterns, and develops efficient strategies for that particular task. But does that Sudoku skill transfer to other areas of your life? Does it help you remember names better, plan your day more effectively, or concentrate better while driving? The answer, for most popular brain games, is sadly very little or none at all. You simply get better at the specific task you practice. It's like only ever lifting weights with your right bicep. Your right bicep will get stronger, but it won't necessarily make your legs stronger or help you run faster. So, what constitutes truly effective brain training? The kind that does have the potential to transfer benefits to other cognitive skills in daily life and build that crucial cognitive reserve. Cognitive neuroscience points to several key criteria, targeting core cognitive abilities. Instead of game-specific skills, effective training must directly engage fundamental underlying brain functions such as working memory, the ability to hold and manipulate information in your mind for short periods, for example, remembering a phone number while dialing, mental arithmetic. This is foundational for most complex thinking. Executive functions. This includes planning, organization, inhibitory control, the ability to ignore distractions and resist impulses, and cognitive flexibility, switching between tasks smoothly. Processing speed, the speed and efficiency with which you can take in and react to information. Sustained and selective attention, the ability to focus on a task for an extended period and filter out irrelevant stimuli. Constant novelty and challenge, to stimulate neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and form new connections. The training must be consistently difficult enough to push you slightly beyond your comfort zone. If an exercise becomes too easy, the brain performs it automatically, and the training benefit diminishes. Adaptive and progressive difficulty. The most effective training programs often automatically adjust the difficulty level based on your performance. As you improve, the task gets harder, ensuring you remain optimally challenged. Variety. Training multiple different core cognitive skills through varied exercises generally yields broader benefits than focusing solely on one skill. Based on these criteria, let's look at some types of cognitive training that show more promising scientific evidence. Effective training type number 1. Working memory training, the dual N-back. This is perhaps one of the most studied and also controversial brain training tasks, but it shows significant potential for improving core working memory, a skill thought to have broad transfer effects. What is dual N-back? It's typically a computer-based game. You see a sequence of stimuli appearing one by one in different locations on the screen, for example, a square appearing in one of 8 boxes. Simultaneously, you hear a sequence of spoken letters. Your task is to press a key if the current stimulus, both the visual location and the spoken letter, matches the stimulus that appeared N steps back in the sequence. N is the level of difficulty, 1 back, 2 back, 3 back. For example, at 2 back, you must constantly remember the location and letter from 2 steps ago and compare it to the current one. Why is it hard and potentially effective? Dual N-back forces you to continuously update, monitor, manipulate, and compare two streams of information, visual and auditory, within your working memory under high load. It's an incredibly demanding task for concentration, interference control, and working memory capacity itself. It doesn't rely on typical memorization strategies, but forces the brain to enhance its core information processing ability. The scientific evidence initial, highly cited studies suggested that training on dual N-back could improve not just performance on the game itself, but also scores on measures of fluid intelligence, the ability to reason and solve novel problems. While subsequent research has yielded more mixed results and the extent of FAR transfer is still debated among scientists, it remains one of the most potent tools specifically designed to directly train working memory capacity. How to practice? You can find free versions of Dual N-back online. Search Dual N-back online game or Brain Workshop Dual N-back. Start at n=1 or n=2. Be patient. It's notoriously difficult at first. Aim for sessions of about 15 to 20 minutes a day, several days a week. Try to push yourself gradually to higher N levels as you improve. Don't be discouraged by slow progress. The effort itself is the training. Effective training type number 2, executive function challenges, beyond basic Sudoku. Standard Sudoku is an enjoyable puzzle, but once mastered, it becomes largely about applying familiar rules. To truly exercise executive functions, planning, strategy, cognitive flexibility, you need more complex challenges. Advanced Sudoku variations. Killer Sudoku, still a 9x9 grid, but instead of given numbers, it provides cages spanning multiple cells with the sum of the digits within that cage. You must combine Sudoku logic with arithmetic calculations and more complex deduction. Samurai Sudoku consists of 5 overlapping 9x9 Sudoku grids. The overlapping regions must satisfy the rules of all connected grids, requiring complex information management and attention switching. Other variants: Jigsaw Sudoku, irregular regions greater than Sudoku, comparing adjacent cells. Explore the variety. Complex strategy games. Games like chess, Go, or even complex strategy video games, if that's your interest. Demand long-term planning, anticipating opponent moves, risk assessment, and adapting to changing circumstances, all excellent workouts for executive functions. Complex logic puzzles. Puzzles requiring multi-step reasoning, deduction, and considering multiple possibilities, for example, Einstein's riddle, logic grid puzzles. Why they work? These activities aren't just about simple rule application. They force you to plan ahead, hold multiple pieces of information in working memory, inhibit incorrect impulses or solutions, and flexibly shift strategies as needed, directly training core components of executive function. Do you enjoy Sudoku or strategy games? Have you ever tried the more advanced Sudoku variants? Share your favorite brain-challenging game in the comments. Effective training type number 3, processing speed and attention training. The ability to process information quickly and focus on what matters while ignoring distractions also tends to decline with age, but can be improved with practice. Types of exercises. Many commercial brain training programs like Brain HQ, CogniFit, note, not an endorsement, just examples of the type, feature exercises specifically designed for this. They often involve reaction time tasks, pressing a button as quickly as possible when a specific target appears. Visual search tasks, quickly identifying a target stimulus among distractors, for example, finding a specific shape in an array of others. Divided attention tasks, simultaneously tracking multiple moving objects on the screen. Task switching exercises, rapidly switching between 2 or more different rules or tasks. Why they work? These exercises directly challenge the speed and efficiency of basic neural processes involved in attention and perception. They help the brain learn to process information faster, filter out distractions more effectively, and shift focus more nimbly. Improving these fundamental skills can have carryover benefits to many daily activities, from driving safely to participating in group conversations. A caveat: while some commercial programs have scientific studies supporting their specific exercises, always do your research and choose programs that are transparent about the evidence behind them. Many similar exercises can also be found for free as simple online games or apps. How to play right for real benefits. Simply going through the motions isn't enough. To turn brain games into effective training, keep these principles in mind. Seek challenge. If a game becomes easy, you're no longer getting much benefit. Actively increase the difficulty level, move to the next stage, or find a new, more complex game. The brain only changes when challenged. Be consistent. Like physical exercise, brain training requires regularity. Aiming for 15 to 20 minutes daily, or at least several times a week, is far more effective than infrequent marathon sessions. Pay attention. When you train, be fully focused. Avoid multitasking or playing passively. Deliberate attention is crucial for stimulating neuroplasticity. Vary your routine. Don't just play one type of game endlessly. Challenge different cognitive skills by incorporating a variety of training types. Some working memory, some executive function, some processing speed. Combine with a healthy lifestyle. Brain games are only one piece of the puzzle. Don't neglect the profound importance of physical exercise, good nutrition, quality sleep, stress management, and social connection. These all interact to support overall brain health. Remember, the goal isn't just to get a high score in a game, but to build a more resilient and functional brain for real life. This information is educational. Choose activities that suit you and consult professionals if needed. Let's quickly summarize the key takeaways about brain games that actually work. Number 1. Most popular brain games offer limited transfer to real-world cognitive skills. They mainly make you better at the game itself. Number 2. Effective training must target core cognitive abilities like working memory, executive functions, processing speed, and attention. Number 3. Training must be consistently novel, challenging, and progressively difficult to stimulate neuroplasticity. Number 4. Promising types include working memory training like dual N-back, complex executive function challenges, advanced Sudoku, strategy games, and targeted processing speed and attention exercises. Number 5. To get benefits, practice consistently, with focus, vary your routine, always seek challenge, and combine with a healthy overall lifestyle. Don't waste your valuable time on ineffective brain games. Choose wisely. Focus on evidence-based training types. Practice them deliberately and consistently. That's how you truly play to win in the effort to combat memory decline and maintain a sharp, agile mind. If you found this distinction between effective and ineffective brain games helpful and want to learn more about other science-backed methods for boosting your brain health, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We are always updating with the latest trustworthy information for you. What other types of cognitive enhancement or specific brain health topics would you like us to explore in our next video? Maybe the role of specific herbs, advanced memory techniques, or the benefits of learning a musical instrument? Let us know your interests by commenting below. We prioritize topics based on our community's requests. Thank you for watching. Play smart and keep your brain young. See you soon.